Hello my friend, welcome back to Trending Viral Recaps. In this video I will recap a psycho horror film about a mother who turns psycho after a group of people come to her house uninvited and perform cannibalism. Spoilers ahead. Enjoy the story recap, and if you haven't already, be sure to like and subscribe now for more story recaps like this. A woman stands in the midst of crackling flames in the beginning of the film. Screams can be heard in the background as her flesh burns to a char. Then we see him, a man, placing a crystal thing in his bedroom. The house subsequently goes from being burned and decrepit to being completely renovated. Mother, a young woman, appears in his bed and, upon seeing his absence, screams out, "Baby." He doesn't respond. Mother walks into the house, which appears to be deserted, and when she steps out onto the porch to look at him outdoors, he surprises her by approaching from behind and hugging her. After the death of his first wife, he is a well-known poet who is suffering from writer's block. Mother is attempting to paint one of the house's rooms in a variety of colors. As she approaches the wall, she sees a glimpse of a beating heart within it. The couple's front door is rapped on. Man, a stranger, is welcomed into his home by him. Him is courteous to man, but Mother is not pleased with his presence. The residence was sent to Man under the belief that it was a bed and breakfast. Tim shows Man his office, which is filled with his written works, and Man confesses that he admires him's work. Despite Mother's protests, Him spends the majority of the time speaking with Man, telling her how good it is to have someone to talk to who appreciates his work. Despite this, she lets Man stay. Man, on the other hand, has terrible coughing spells, which Him does not. Later, Mother notices Man vomit in the toilet while he stands over him. A chunk of flesh missing from Man's ribs is seen by Mother, but Him hides it with his hand. The next day, Mother inquires about Man's well-being. A man walks downstairs and declares that he is in ecstasy. A knock is heard at the door a few moments later. When Mother answers it, she discovers Man's wife, Woman, standing at the door. He also welcomes her into the house. Mother is left alone with Woman as he and Man go for a hike. She hassles Mother with questions about whether she and him want children, as well as Woman's desire to visit him at his office. But Mother refuses to let anybody in without his consent. Man has another coughing attack when they return. Him informs Mother that Man is dying and that he and his wife are huge fans of him and wanted to meet him before it was too late. When a man and a woman enter his office, the crystal object is accidentally shattered. Him is distraught, and he orders them out of the office. He clutches the shattered fragments in his hands until he bleeds. Mother tells Man and Woman to leave, but they go into another room to have an intimate conversation. Man and Woman had not left for a long time, until both him and Mother agree that they must depart. As Man and Woman prepare to leave, their sons come, arguing about the status of their father's will. The eldest son is enraged about receiving less than his younger brother. As the oldest son strikes his brother, the confrontation becomes violent, and he separates them. They rush into the bedroom, where oldest son smacks his brother in the head, causing his skull to break and bleed. With Man and Woman following, he scoops up the younger brother and carries him to the hospital. Mother cleans up the blood on the floor, but there's one spot that won't go away. When she presses against it, it begins to leak blood into the basement. When Mother returns downstairs, she notices blood flowing into a light bulb, which has shattered. Blood splattered on the wall forms a ring around it. When Mother gets inside the door, she notices a furnace oil tank. Oldest son, who had been hidden behind her, emerges from behind her. He simply takes something from him and walks out of the house without saying anything. When the others arrive, Him informs Mother that younger brother is no longer alive. In the house, a wake is organized for him, with other strangers attending to pay their respects. Mother becomes increasingly irritated by the visitors' behavior. She and he quarrel about their stay till they start having passionate sex. Mother informs him in the morning that she believes she is pregnant. Him is elated, and he is motivated to resume his writing. He finishes his work and sends it out, attracting the Herald's notice. Mother is nearing the conclusion of her pregnancy after some time has passed. Fans of him begin to arrive at the house as she prepares dinner to commemorate his written efforts. One mom walks in with her toddler, who has wet his pants. In the bathroom, Mother notices a man peeing in the sink. Soon, a slew of fans, including the Herald, arrive at the house, eager to talk with Mother. Mother begins to feel a discomfort that causes the home to quake as a result of their growing presence. Despite Mother's best efforts to remain hidden from the throng, the fans begin to destroy and steal items from the house. People begin to act violently towards one another as she travels about the room. Some people are cuffed and their heads are covered with bags. The Herald nonchalantly shoots people in the head before quietly conversing with Mother. The Herald is killed by a tremendous blast that rips through the chamber. A SWAT unit has been dispatched to the scene, battling the growing horde of admirers. The admirers quickly reveal themselves to be members of a pagan cult. Mother begins to give birth. He takes her to his office, where she gives birth to a son. His need to hold his son is strong, but Mother will not allow him to do so. She requests that he dismiss the fans. Mother spends the entire day in the workplace with her son, holding him till she falls asleep. Her baby is gone when she wakes up. He brings their son to show the audience. Even when he pees on them, they begin passing the infant around. The baby's neck is then broken by the mob. Mother hears it and rushes to the front of the room in a panic. When she arrives, she discovers that her kid has been hideously mangled and is being eaten by the fans. Mother cries angrily, causing the foundation of the house to crack. She snatches a piece of glass and begins stabbing and cutting the fans until their commander grabs her and whacks her in the head with a candlestick. Mother is violently beaten and her clothes torn off by the supporters, who name her a whore and a bitch. Him rushes in to stop them, sobbing as he holds his wife. Mother yells at him, accusing him of murdering their child. Mother dashes down the stairs to the basement, where she discovers the oil tank. Before pulling out a lighter, she rips it open and lets the oil drip out. Tim begs Mother not to do anything, but she refuses and throws the lighter away. Before everything around the house explodes, the entire house bursts into flames, reducing everyone within to ashes. Both him and Mother make it out alive, although Mother is severely burned while he is unharmed. Mother's body is carried out of the basement by him. She inquires as to who he is. "I am I, and you are home," he says. When she inquires as to where he is going her, he replies, "At the beginning." When she inquires as to what he desires, he responds that he desires her love. She tells him he's welcome to it. He sinks his hands into her chest and pulls her heart out, causing her body to crumble into the scorched ash we'd expect to see if we stood near the fire. Him breaks the heart in his hands, revealing a crystal object similar to the one he possessed previously. He chuckles to himself as he lays it in the same area in the ruins of his workplace. The house transforms from ruin to brand new once more. "Baby," she exclaims as a young woman appears in the bed, asking out for her absent husband. And that concludes the recap of this video. If you enjoyed this story recap and would like more, hit that like button and subscribe to our channel. Also, leave us a comment on what movie you would like us to recap next. Thanks for watching Trending Viral Recaps. Have a great day.